Hey guys, happy Friday. This is Bear with Bear's Den Acrylic Art, back with another painting video. Now, you may have noticed that this canvas has been scraped. Full disclosure, this canvas has been scraped twice. This has just been one of those nights where, the painting gods weren't on my side, which is frustrating, but it happens to the best of us, and I am certainly not the best of us, but it does happen. But I am convinced to, regroup and put something pretty into the world. And still something I haven't tried before. I finally decided that it was time to break open the bottle of Aussie Floetrol. And, initially I had tried to recreate one of Molly's, bloom swipe combos that she's been doing with metallics, and they look fantastic. But what I discovered is that I really need to start small and work my way up. So lesson learned. That being said, however, I do have some cell activator left over from, the earlier mistakes that I wanted to see what they would look like in a swipe with paper towels, as opposed to, my palette knives. So I scraped up, everything that was left over from the previous attempts. And I have three colors that I'm going to use tonight. I've got Iridescent Gold by Pebeo left over. I have some bronze from Liquitex Basics, and I have some iridescent green yellow from Pebeo. And the leftover cell activator I have, which is going to be my swipe color, is just titanium white. And I'm more curious to see what the lacing looks like using the Aussie Floetrol versus the American Floetrol. Because usually with the swipes, I like to include, some kind of metallic, either from Deco Art, Extreme Sheen or Dazzling Metallics, because they really like to sell up. But this, I'm going to see what the cell activator, which again is my swipe color, can do. So give me a second. I am going to take my leftovers and I am going to flood the canvas and pop some bubbles, and I will meet you right back here. All right, guys, thanks for sticking around. I've got the canvas flooded, the bubbles popped, and we are ready to rock and roll. So let's start off with, I kind of want to make, let's start off with putting down a bead of the white, just so I know okay. Now, normally when I do swipes, I kind of like to, have them offset as opposed to just one, center line. But because this canvas is so narrow, being a 12 by 36, figure a center swipe could look pretty good. So there is our gold, or I'm sorry, our green. Next we are going to do our iridescent gold. And then lastly, our bronze. Yeah, it's funny, after after scraping it again, I had to walk away and take a breather and just kind of, you know, unclutch my pearls. And, you know, I had a Klondike bar, bargained with God a little bit. It was great. All right, so now again, given that the center line, the white, has the Australian Floetrol in it, I am very curious to see how it either, you know, sells up, or you know, what kind of lacing it might give. All right, well, I think it's pretty clear that this will give you a lot of lacing. That's really cool. Now, one thing I don't like, and that was my own fault, is that I usually, when I take the paper towel off of the roll, you know, I try to use the edge that is absolutely straight and not where the seam was, just because sometimes it can give you, you know, texture where perhaps you did not want texture to go. But nice and slow and steady. Just let it come off the edge. That does look pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. All right. So for this last part on this side, this is the perfect width too. Yeah, the lacing you get with the Australian Floetrol, I mean, it doesn't even begin to compare with you know, the American product. That's pretty crazy. Just trying to get the edge on the white. That's cool. Okay. Wow, that is pretty neat, I have to say. All right. Now just this part and this end part are bugging me a little bit just because there is a distinct lack of color happening. So we are just going to ReSwipe. And see if we can't get these sections to kind of look like yeah, okay. So just dipping the edge. Try and line it up. Let it fall. And gently pull. Much better. Much better. Now, one thing I wasn't expecting, I wasn't expecting to lose so much of the gold. Not that I don't really mind. I like the bronze and the green together, just because the green is a yellowish green and the bronze obviously has some yellow and some golden undertones to it. But it just was not what I was expecting. Now, the next thing I need to decide is whether or not I want to swipe away from me, which I really don't like doing, or try to turn this canvas around. And given how given how my luck has been tonight, I'm not sure. All right. Well, that looks really, really cool. I have to say that looks really, really cool. All right, let me put you guys on pause for a second and turn this guy around. So that way, in case, you know, I drop it or the chandelier falls in it or, you know, whatever, you don't have to see a grown bear cry. So hold on one second. Be right back. Okay. Well, I managed to get it turned around without wearing any of the paint, so that's a pleasant change of pace. So let's get to swiping the reverse side. So I'm going to start with the green this time around, since I know roughly, you know, where everything else needs to go. Perfect. And we're just going to use him up. So then gold will be next. All right. And then lastly, we'll go in with the bronze. All right. So, very carefully. All right. Now, I am going to tilt this because I don't want everything distorting, if at all possible. All right, so first and foremost, okay. All right, let's keep it moving. It's funny, there's a lot more white lacing over here, green lacing over here. Pretty cool. All right, couple more and we are gonna be done. It's a little insurance policy. And then for the last oh, this is so cool. Yeah, I have never seen this kind of lacing before. And that's really kind of awesome. All right. Well, I am going to clean up my edges and I will bring you guys down for a look-see, and you know, hopefully you can get a load of all of this fantastic lacing. So let me bring it down. Okay, so this lacing is pretty insane. I love that, you know, like right here, it's so very green, you know, but then come up here and, you know, the lacing is kind of black, you know, but here, pardon the shadow, white, you know, and this is really cool. So the biggest takeaway for me so far with the Australian Floetrol is, you know, it really adds, you know, just a fantastic amount of texture, you know, just through the lacing alone. And, you know, you see there are very few cells, if any. It's all lacing, you know, hence why they call it a cell activator. you know? So yeah, I am very, very glad that I decided to give this another go. So it just proves the old adage, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. Well, first you swear a lot, and then you eat a Klondike bar, and then you make lemonade. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, this one was a hard fight to get something actually, something that I'm actually happy with, and I'm just very glad that I persisted. And we all make mistakes, and it doesn't matter how adept we think we might be. We're human. We make mistakes. So I guess with anything else, it doesn't matter, that you made the mistakes. It's what you learn from them. So yeah. So I appreciate you guys sticking around for another video. If you are new to my channel and you have not done so, please consider hitting that subscribe and that like. Leave a comment. I will do my best to get back to you in a timely fashion. Hit a share, tell your friends. Any and all of my artwork is available for purchase. You can email me at bear@bearsdenacrylicart.com. And, if you haven't found my Facebook page or my Instagram, Bears Den Acrylic Art, I post all of my artwork there. And that's how you can get a hold of me. So you guys enjoy the rest of your Friday. Well, actually, according to the coffee maker, it is a little after 1. So technically, I guess it is Saturday morning. It is what it is. But you guys have a good rest of your evening, and I will see you back next time. Bye.